Hello and welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm back with another Scrap and Stamp Canada card with a Christmas and July theme. Today I'm using the My Favorite Things Warm and Feathered Hug stamp set. I absolutely love every single image about this set and the sentiments that come with it. And I'm going to be creating a winter theme card today, as I have a lot of friends who actually don't celebrate Christmas. So to start off, I'm going to go ahead and stamp this little owl with the scarf down with my Memento black tuxedo ink, and I'm stamping that onto some Crafter's Companion white cardstock because both of these work really well with Copic coloring, and that's what I want to do with this little guy. I'm going to set him aside here. I've actually found this piece in my stash of cardstock. I had created it, I guess, last time I was creating winter cards, and I thought it would work well for this scene. So I'm going to actually go ahead and pull out my My Favorite Things wonky stitched die set here, and I'm going to be using that third largest one. Now that is the 2 3/8 inch by 3 5/8 inch. I thought that the second one here, I thought that was too big, so I'm going to go ahead and trim off or detach this third largest piece here, and I'm going to die cut that from some cardstock that's very similar to Lawn Fawn's Mermaid cardstock in color, so I think that'll work well with the color of that panel there. So I'm using that purple thermo web tape there to hold that to my cardstock, and then I run that through my Gemini Junior. And then what I want to do is I also go ahead and I use the same die here, and I cut the same thing out from some mirrored silver cardstock, and then I trim it down into a frame that fits around that light blue colored piece there. Now I do decide I want to have these adhered to my card kind of offset, and once I get that all planned on the layout, I'm going to set that aside and work on my Copic coloring of my cute little guy here. And I've done that off camera, and I love how he turned out. I've been practicing, and he turned out so well. The colors that I used for the Copic colors of that little guy are going to be listed over on the Scrap and Stamp blog, so head over there. I'll link to it down below. So now I'm just going to go ahead and adhere these that little wonky piece and the silver frame, sorry, words are hard right now. I'm going to adhere those down with some liquid adhesive and just kind of securing the edges where they overlap. I'm sorry that that's kind of out of frame for you, but I'm going to just, adding some of that liquid adhesive just to make sure that they don't lift off. And then once I get that secured, I'm going to go ahead and run some more of that liquid adhesive on the back of that rectangle panel and the silver frame. And then I will just adhere that down to my stamped panel. Now the stamp that I used on the back of that panel is a Simon Says stamp, I believe, and it's called Mod Trees. So once I've got that laid down, I'm actually going to figure out how I want to lay it. I was going to lay it straight with the silver frame and then changed my mind. Get that pressed down. And then now I can go ahead and adhere my cute little owl. So again, adding some liquid adhesive to the back of him and using my reverse tweezers so I don't get my fingers all gluey. Just pressing him down. And then for embellishments, I went ahead and I found these little snowflake stickers that have these little crystals or gems on them. I found this just in my stash. Quite honestly, I think I got these from the dollar store, so you don't have to spend a lot on embellishments, but I just think it adds something really cute to this card with that winter theme and feel to it. So again, just using my reverse tweezers and adding a little bit extra glue to those adhesive foam pieces on the back of them, because sometimes they do need a little extra help sticking down. I do also add two of these little, what are they, little sparklets, and they kind of look like water droplets, and those are from Buttons and Galore, I believe. So I just pop two of those on there, and once those dry, that glue will dry clear. Now I can go ahead and attach this panel onto my standard A2 size card base with just a little adhesive runner here, and then this should stick down nicely. And then I was humming and hawing on what I wanted to do about my sentiment. I kind of liked that the front of the card was clean and that there was no sentiment on it. So I decided that, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and just stamp the sentiment on the inside, leaving the front just as is as a picture. So I'm pulling out my Stamp Perfect here, and I will lay that down. Now I am doing the little trick here with the acetate piece. It's just a piece of packaging that I have saved. That way I can make sure I'm stamping my sentiments straight in my cards. Once I get to this point, I don't want to make any mistakes. And I've done that many times where I go to stamp my sentiment down and it's crooked and I just want to die a little inside, I'm not gonna lie. But using this trick, you can, just stamp it down on the acetate, see that it's nice and straight. And if it's not, I can readjust it, but I got it perfect this time. So just wipe that ink off my acetate piece and go ahead and restamp that down. Again, using my favorite sentiment ink right now, which is that Versaclear Nocturne Black ink. And there you go. The last thing I'm going to do is add, of course, a little wink of Stella to that little owl's cute scarf, just to give him a little bit more shimmer to him. And then that is it. That's my really quick card. I like the layout. I like how it has many different layers to it. It's busy, but it's not too busy. I kind of like that. It's got some different dimensions and textures, and yeah, I really enjoy how this one turned out. And happy Freezin season. I mean, how cute is that? And here's the look at the finished card on the outside, and I'll give you a peek as well on the inside. I really hope you enjoyed this card that I shared with you today. Please go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe to catch more videos. I always love it if you guys leave me a comment and let me know what you thought. And I really hope you guys share all of your creations over at the SnS blog using hashtag SnS Christmas in July. There will be a gift certificate for you guys to win, so go ahead and check that out. Thanks guys, and have a great day.